Your welding coach, Joe Brown, aka Black Phoenix, checking in. This rising family want to talk to you about the gas station therapy in Juneteenth. Coming up, fam. It's coming up. We got a couple weeks before Juneteenth actually hit. And this is a very important day for Black Native Americans, African Americans, in a few different reasons. Because the main thing, in my personal opinion, that we have to highlight about Juneteenth is that slaves wasn't aware that they was free. Their owners was, they knew, and they wasn't willing to tell them, and they literally had to come down and force people to let people go, fam. And I want to say something about this, and I want to put it in knowledge is power, because they didn't know they was free, fam. They was still thinking everything what it was. But when they found out, a lot of them was like, what? Let's go. They ready to go, fam. You know what I'm saying? So knowledge is power, fam. You can be in a situation and not know how to get out that situation. You can be in a situation and not really be in a situation. And it's just some information that can place you from here to here. Simple like that. And I was doing some research on the Juneteenth and I found out some very interesting things when it came to states and what they was doing. So I found out some interesting things about Texas, and I found out some very interesting things about Arkansas. And we all know the Texas situation on when they let the slaves, or when they went to Galveston, Texas, and, you know, gave the news. And it was around 1865. So we have that around this same era, Arkansas released the act. Now I want y'all to look it up. It's called the 151 Act in Arkansas. This act, after they did the Emancipation Proclamation and freed everyone, Arkansas said, okay, we'll do what you say, government. All right, but I tell you what we ain't gonna do. You can't be free and be a slave and be black in our state. You can be free, but you can't be free and be black here. That's what they said. Family wrote it in the law. It's in the law. So in other words, it's like when you see Django, that movie Django, and that guy said, what they looking at? He said, they ain't never seen no nigga on no horse before. I'm in Arkansas, fam. I'm just saying. That's what the, hey, fam. When I read that law, the concept of the area, everything made sense to me. For me being in Arkansas City, for me being in McGee, to Little Rock, to Fayetteville, Arkansas, to Newport, to the west, southwest end as you going into Dallas, you know, Texarkana area, whatever. Fam, I understand the concept of Arkansas now. So they written a law that said you can be free here, but you couldn't leave. I mean, you couldn't stay here. Couldn't own nothing. You couldn't be a resident. That's what it say. You can be free, but you can't be a resident of Arkansas if you're free. This is in law, fam. Y'all look it up. Act 151. See, knowledge is power, fam. And it makes sense because every time I have been here, fam, and, you know, I went to prison in Arkansas. So I was like, man, I get out of here, I'm leaving this state, and I ain't never coming back. I didn't get a chance to leave the state, fam. I had to stay around here another 10 more years. I had to do. I had to give them another 10 years. I got out. I went to prison in Arkansas for 10 and had to give them another 10 before I finally broke free again and got out the state. And I realized it because now that I'm back, fam, I see the consciousness, like the mentality of the area. It's almost like if you're not connected to their system, a resident of their system, then you can't be free here. You can't be an entrepreneur here. You can't have a black-owned booming company here. Like, there isn't one, fam. Y'all do the math. Y'all look it up. I've been looking up. There been some people from Arkansas that did some great things. They didn't stay here. They left. They got their ass away from here, and they represent. They did way better, man. They couldn't do what they did if they didn't leave, fam. Now you got some that stayed, that's doing something, that did something, some freedom, right? Like there's some people that did some things, but they had their foot on their neck, and it was a lot of drama and a lot of all the time, fam. And that's where I'm at. I understand. And this is 2024. And Arkansas is still controlling people. They legalized weed here. Hurry up, because what? The farmers got the land. We got to make sure we get our people some money. They legalized the weed, got people smoking, but they combine, they controlling everything. Now you got people in Nevada, they legalized weed, and they made a law where they can't even drug test you for weed. Not weed, because this is just medication. That's like you said, can I drug test you for this, for them pills, for them hydros and all this stuff that you got to take? That's drugs. They said, nah, we ain't gonna do that. We legalize this, what they do. Arkansas, nah, you can do this, but you need to be old, or the job say, well, we don't know. They legal, it's 2024. They got legalized weed, and they'll tell you they don't want to hire you. You got to take a drug test to do a job that ain't even dangerous. While you standing beside somebody doing this. On real drugs. Make it make sense, fam. Please make it make sense. So this rising, fam, I got to talk to y'all about Juneteenth and how it connects to Arkansas. Now, y'all look this up. This is like 1865. Arkansas passed this law around February. Said you couldn't be free and be a resident here. And fam, it just makes sense to me because I have had so much trouble, fam. It seems like I'm pulling teeth out trying to make stuff happen here, fam. Like, why is it so hard? And then the mentality is so messed up too. So it doesn't, you know, you have, when I get it, fam. I get it. That's why a lot of people never left. I know people right now in the country, they never left the country. They come to Little Rock and and this ain't nothing, fam. This is anxiety for them. You get what I'm saying? So some people got that mentality because they never left. And that slave mentality, family, is so strong here, family. It's ridiculous. Like the way that they try to, everything is about the owner. So if you come here and you can own something, you big dog. You gotta own it. Own. You know what I'm saying? That's how you win here. But a lot of times, you see the people that do own something, you know, they get successful and they just worried about them and their families. I'm not worried about that. You know, you always gonna take care of you and yours. But what I'm trying to do is build something that I can take care of a bigger mass of people. And I'm knowing that I can't do that here. It's just not gonna be, it's not possible. It's just the way the system's set up. I can be here and do well. You get what I'm saying? But I got to be connected to that system. If I'm connected to that system, family, I'll be prosperous, I do good, you know. But once I say, nah, I want to have my own residence, you can't do that in Arkansas, fam. Yes, they do, really do. Salute. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it, fam. Thanks for checking in this rising. You know, it's just ironic, fam, when you think about the facts, especially when you think about the facts of the state, the facts of what we are in, like the mentality of America, and it's 2024, fam. Now everywhere you go isn't rooted in racism, but you got to remember that America was established on that shit, fam. It was built on that. That's how they got their wealth. It's what it is. So what I have learned is that you have to find your place in America where it works for you being free. And there's plenty places that didn't have those type of laws that literally made it where, hey man, if you win, you win here. It ain't gonna stop you from winning. You know, I'm not gonna let you build a house and let the good old boys come down here and burn it up because they mad that you was able to build a house and they out here working in the slot pits and they doing this. This black man shouldn't afford this. He shouldn't have this. This is Arkansas, fam. And it's 2024. That mentality still exists. Like, it's unreal. And then now, you got the racism mixed with the capitalism. So it's like I don't know, to me, racism mixed with capitalism is like some funny looking stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a drag queen to me. Like, you know what I mean? You know, I just be you. You know, I ain't knocking it, but that's to me. Racism and capitalism together, fam, that's what Arkansas is. And that's what I'm starting to understand about Juneteenth. Also, here, you can be off. We ain't gonna pay you for it. We ain't gonna pay you for that holiday. We'll pay you for Christmas. We ain't paying you for Juneteenth. Unless you got some vacation time or some floating holidays or whatever, you can use that. But we're not gonna honor that. We're in Arkansas, fam. Man, what you said, fam, it should be more brotherly love, man, here in America, fam. But it is what it is, fam. You know, it's 2024, and I love all people, fam, because I understand that we are the people. You know what I mean? I understand. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? And so my goal is to help all people, but I most definitely got to stop, refocus, and make sure I'm helping those who look just like me. You know what I mean? And it ain't about giving handouts. You always gonna have, even the scriptures say, you always gonna have the poor. You always gonna have someone that you just gonna have to just look out for. They ain't gonna do nothing. You just got to look out for them. And then you got those that they're willing to do something for themselves. They just need a left hand up. Just help me out, brother. Just, you know, just tighten these shoestrings up. You know what I mean? And they'll get there. So, you know, we just got to be able to, in my personal opinion, for those who have a calling, though, you know, to be able to understand the difference on what's really, really going on. So, you know, like I say, I understand why I can't build a multi-million-dollar business, black-owned, black-established here in Arkansas. It's going to be like pulling teeth. I'm going to have so much problems, not even from them. And you'll have more drama from yours because people that's connected to you or feel like you owe them, and it just, man, the mentality is crazy. Now, I skip over and go to Georgia. 80% of my problem gone. You know how they say, don't leave your 80 for a 20. You know how they say that? Don't be in a good relationship. And you got an 80% good person, and you gonna leave them for 20%. And realize once you leave them, you can't find that 80. Everybody got little issues, fam. You know, like I say, in the country, every state is its own individual country. That's what I learned by traveling in America, by doing iron working and mobile welding. I learned every state I went to and worked in, they had different laws and policies. And some of them was to my benefit that I liked, and some of them were like, I don't want to be there. You know what I mean? So I learned that, and that's what you'll learn by being in America, that you can find your sweet spot here. You just got to be conscious of knowing what's going on. Like, if it's like pulling teeth, if you got to try to force a circle into a square, it's not for you. That's not your place. I'm not saying you might not make it. You just might have a whole lot of this and some missing teeth and a whole lot of drama going on once you get there. You know what I mean? There's places, though, where you don't have to put as much energy and you can still get a lot out of it, you know? So this Rising fam, I just wanted to talk to y'all about the Juneteenth reality and about being in Arkansas and Texas. And what I realized, you know, I didn't know that Arkansas had a law that when they passed the Emancipation Proclamation, that they said you can be free. We'll let the slaves go, but you can't be a free slave in a residence of here. And it was slaves. It was still law. Now, there's a whole lot of black people here. So that lets you know something. They were still slaves, man. They were still tied into the system. So, you know, it just, the truth of reality, fam. You can't look at history and be like, it don't look like that. That ain't what they did, fam. It's the truth. It's the truth. So once you know the truth, you know what they say, you know the truth, it'll set you free. It'll set you free because you will realize that, hey, certain places just not meant to be. It's not meant for me to establish certain things, certain places. But like I say again, when you are in their system here in Arkansas, you're working for them, no matter what the amount is, if you're connected to them, partners with them, something with them, you'll be okay. But if you try to do something separate and say, hey, I still want to network with you, like I'm not racist, fair, I still want to network, I just want to have my own. Can I just make my own over here and then network with everybody? Nah. Nobody want to mess with, not even your own want to mess with you. You ain't messing with them? Oh, we can't mess with you. Damn. Like, it's serious. Like, it's something else. Like, even your people don't even want to mess with you here unless you connected with the people that be, the powers that be. That's what it seems like. You know, so it's just ironic, fam. You know, you got people that knock me because I'm helping the youth, but I don't go to church. I don't believe in church. I don't believe in the God that they're worshiping. I believe in God. I don't believe in that one. And so they feel like I'm in a Bible state of Arkansas, man. He don't want to go to my church. Or, yeah, I believe in God. Yeah, I believe in saving people, but I believe just like Christ said. You didn't see him in no church every Sunday. He out here with these homeless people that I'm seeing right now. He out here with them, fam. He helping them. That's what I'm about. You know what I mean? I ain't with you come to Little Rock. When you come into North Little Rock, and the Little Rock, you see this big, nice church on the side as you venture off. And most everybody that venture come here to see it. Real big, nice, pretty thing you gonna see. That's what it is. It's a sight to see. I don't really think there's a lot of lives are being saved, fam. There's a lot of hunger going on. There's a lot of stuff going on there where people that's living there I look at those who at the bottom a lot different, fam. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas right now. So that place, that church I'm telling you, is off of 40. It's off of Highway 40. As you come into, like if you're coming from Missouri or something, or Memphis or something, or Jacksonville area, you know, like Jonesboro area, when you come into Little Rock, you'll see this big pretty church. Like, this thing is nice, and they steady adding on to it and doing more stuff to it. So you'll see this real estate there, and you know, it's nice. It's a nice piece of real estate. And it just, you know, now me knowing what I know now, it makes me understand, like, I know what it's about now, you know. And like I say, working for the system, being independent and everything, and I realized that here, as long as I'm connected to that system, I do well. I do well. But if I try to do my own thing, I won't do well. I have to literally go somewhere else, or separate myself, or struggle, or pull teeth. It's just harder, you know. You have to be creative. You have to be creative, fam. You have to be real creative. So this Rising fam, I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Yes, that's why I'm moving to Georgia. That's why I'm moving to Georgia, where I live in Georgia. I'm in Arkansas right now, but that's why I'm coming back and forth, because I'm building a business in Georgia. I'm able to establish some things, and I'm able to deal with people that willing to help me get things off the ground. People that look like me, that not my family members. You get what I'm saying? And so I love the vibe, fam. So that's why I say, you know, me leaving Arkansas, migrating and moving into Georgia is like a relationship that's an 80-20. Georgia is my 80-20. It's my 80. Arkansas is my 20. It's just a bad relationship, fam. It just argue, complain, fight. It's just a bad relationship. Arkansas is just a bad relationship for me because of the mentality. You know, I think certain way, but a lot of the mentality here thinks a certain way. And if you think here, they think you thinking too more above them, and they're like, nah, fam, I'm just not on that. You know what I mean? Like, that's petty. I don't want to even talk about that. But they'll rather spend all time talking about somebody else's business, or what they thought somebody felt about them, or what you're doing. And family, it's just too much, fam. I love my people here, but I realize, just like Harriman Tubman did, if I don't leave here and create a way, those who really want to leave here, I never have a way. So, you know, I'm making a sacrifice for those I know that want to get up and get out of here once they get conscious. I'm going to create a way in Atlanta, fam. I'm going to create a way in Georgia and other states to make a way. But Atlanta, Georgia going to be the hub, though, because I can be able to do more there. And if you can come into an area, get what you need, and then go wherever you want to go. See, that's the cool thing. Like I say, every state is its own individual country. So once you get something, get what you need, you can do some research and figure out what state works for you. What state makes it easy for you to get your hog on? You know what I'm saying? What state make it easy for you to get your hog on? That's what you want, fam. That's what you want. So I can only be realistic with you, fam, and just say, doing this Juneteenth experience this month, do some research on where you at and see where that area stood on Juneteenth. See if you're in a southern state, see where that state stood on it. See how they felt about it. And I want to state what Georgia did about it. So Georgia had a situation during that time. And before I let y'all go, you know what the Georgians, the black Georgians did? they went to the line with the General Williams, and they said it was approximately, they said it was probably 10 to 20,000 slaves, and said, you know what, we finna fight or die today for our freedom. And we ain't going through this. And that's why I love Georgia, and they still like that. They want to come together and fight and die together. Not run and go tell the master on you and you get in trouble and they laugh at you. Some places, fam, it's literally like the plantation method. You know, Harriman Tubman had to kill her husband because her husband wanted to go back and reveal where they was at because he got scared. It got too hot. She trying to convince him, nah, don't do this. She was forced. They ain't put that in the movie. She was forced to kill her own husband, because if she didn't, you would have never heard about it. Harriman Tubman in the Underground Railroad, family. He was trying to go back, tell everybody what was going on, and it would have never happened, fam. So it hurts. It hurts that you have to hurt your own people. You have to leave some behind just so you can save the mass of them, fam. It's a reality, fam. So this Juneteenth, do your research on what state you're in, on what their role was in the Juneteenth, what laws they put in place, and see if they're still there. See if you got a chance being a black native or African American in that area, in that location. Y'all be blessed, continues to prosper, fam. I'll make sure I save these messages, lock them in. I'm out, fam. Hold on.